Welcome to Millwood Outdoors. I'm Jeff. Today is Saturday, June 13th. This is day number 2 of our cabin weekend. Yesterday, the Up in the Northwoods crew was here, and they took down some trees for me. We'll call them at-risk trees for maybe falling on the cabin at some point. So we had these taken down. A couple that were maybe a little more critical, but since they were here, they took a few more down. 7 in total. So we're going to do a little bit of cleanup today. Don't really have any set goals in mind other than try and clean up around this fire pit a bit more. So maybe we can have a fire tonight without having to walk around all this brush. So for these weekends when we do some work, I try not to set it up so that that's all we're doing is work. I want to make sure that people have fun too. So we'll see what we can get done today. I'm not sure what I'm going to film here for sure with the family here, but we'll set the camera up and we'll at least capture some of it. So we're going to have some breakfast and then we're probably going to get going in a little bit. We'll talk to you later.
Hi guys, today what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be dragging some trees, but I can't remember, but I'm going to be dragging some trees right here. Really big pile. Let's get started. You want me to make that a little shorter so you can see that? It's probably okay if it's shorter. Yeah, sure.
Here.
I'm recording.
Yeah, I'll just edit it out. There, now you can see it.
chainsaws is not working right now, so we're trying to fix it in the garage right now. So we'll cut to the next clip.
I was trying to run a nail gun, and it can't keep up with the pressure.
Yeah, guys, this is them fixing the chainsaw. So here's a clip of it, I guess.
Like that, we're out of pressure. take a look at what we got done this morning. I don't think we're going to cut this afternoon anymore. My son hit a piece of hardware with his saw, and I don't know if I hit it in the ground or I hit a rock, but my chain's pretty dull too. And we kind of got done what I wanted to today, so let me turn you around. So the idea here was to get a clear path to the fire pit, and that's what we got. So again, when we come up to the cabin, you know, the goal is to get some work done, but also have some time for some fun too. So we're going to knock off a little early. But let me show you something interesting here. So we've got this shepherd's hook, and I guess I mistakenly assumed that was some sort of thing that screwed into the log, but I'm not sure that it did, because my son hit hardware, probably metal, the third cut from the bottom here. We haven't looked at it much further, but I'm going to see, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If you guys got any ideas on how to cut this up, let me know. I'm going to see what the longest metal cutting sawzall blade I can find, and maybe try and go through that third cut and see what I find out. I don't know if this is a full-length shepherd hook and the tree grew completely around it, if that's possible, if any of you have run into that before, but that could be what happened here. So here's another angle of what we got done. This is the back side of the fire pit, but you can see there's a lot of trees here up on the hill, and then right here in this clearing there's a little pebblestone path that kind of makes a semicircle in this clearing, but you never see it, you never know it with all the trees here. But we'll clear that out, start working on that on a different day probably. So this is what we got stacked up today. I'm clearly going to have to rethink the firewood storage situation. This firewood rack is on a couple of 12-foot pressure treated 2x4s, and we more or less got, well, not even the whole trunk of that maple cut up. You know, all the branches are still laying out in the yard, and then that bottom piece of trunk that's got the shepherd's hook in it. So we've got that, and then this whole pallet me and my son-in-law cut up a few weeks ago. This was a tree that was down out beside the road. So that's just this little bit, to say nothing of everything else that's down. So I don't think the lack of firewood is going to be a problem. I think we're going to be okay.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to let Papa do the outro this time, because, you know, it's on his channel, obviously. So, like, I'm going to let him do his outro. So,
spend some time outdoors.